evening. You are live here in Yoga Studio, and we are trying to stay cool. So this evening won't require lots of movement. It never does in restorative, but we are going to look to nurture ourselves. Because I think even in this heat, even though it's lovely, we can feel a bit agitated, we can feel a bit stressed, and sometimes just being human, isn't it? So slow it down like this, and we'll balance your week out. So this is how we're going to start. We are going to come onto our mats. Blanket is optional. I always fold one here because I like the comfort of it under my lower back. The head is going to come today to bolster. This doesn't feel comfortable, get rid of it and have a small thing like a pillow if you're at home or a block. So just to let you know what each equipment is, this is a brick, because it looks like a brick. House brick. It's the block. And these are quite nice under your head as well. So we're looking to just be supported right now. So you can have the legs out, or you can have the feet bent. And I just want you to feel comfortable like that first. And what we're looking to do is called grounding. And what grounding does is it allows you to come into the moment. Because in the moment is where comfort lives, and we're able to be more calm and have more clarity. So I'm just making sure that the head feels comfortable, the shoulders are able to draw down away from the ears. I quite fancy having my legs bent so I can feel the surface of the feet. And when my palms facing up, just take the arms out a little, just draw the shoulders down. This is your opportunity to find stillness within yourself. We become so detached because of the outside and the outside world. It's environmental, that's all, circumstantial. And there's some things beyond our control, but this we can control, and this is why we are going inward for ourselves today to do something for ourselves. This full moon in Aquarius is about doing selfless acts like filling your cup. Shedding a layer of what is no longer needed, like tension, and instead inviting in what you require. So the first thing we will do is bring our attention and awareness to the breath. Now, we're not going to change the breath. Meditation isn't actually about changing the breath. That's called breath work. It's slightly different. Meditation is actually just being aware of the breath and just being aware of the stillness, creating a pause in the slipstream of the mind where nothing can touch you. Nothing, because you have created that pause. So the first thing we do is a body scan. So this is a tool you can use at home. I want you to first just notice the base of your feet. Connecting with your feet is how we root down and ground. So you don't have to have the feet planted, you don't need to move them. You're just bringing your brain's attention, like you would if you daydream, to the soles of the feet. Notice the toes, the big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe and little toe. Notice the top of the foot. And this is all we do when we bring the attention to the calves. Let that sensation travel the back of the legs, down the front of the shins. Allow the hips to relax. Next, notice the buttocks and the lower back. Notice the mid-back, upper back, and shoulders drawing down away from the ears. This is conscious relaxation. We're not looking to fall asleep, we're looking to just slow everything down. Next, soften the jaw. So the chin will probably be gently tucked in with the support of the back of the head. Noticing the surface around the forehead and the crown. And lastly, coming to the hands. The hands are very powerful. We hold a lot of energy there. They are something we take for granted and use quite regularly. But they hold a lot of energy. So just notice the sensations. So you come into your senses and just noting touch, taste in the mouth, auditory, what you can hear, what you can feel. And then the final, very last thing is to just notice the breath coming in and the breath going out. Just noticing that rise and fall. So it's like a circular breath moving round from tummy to chest. And all you're doing is noticing it. And that will automatically bring the breath to a relaxed state. And the heart rate will come down. When your heart rate cools, like it does from cold showers and cold water therapy, it has the same effect on your vagus nerve, your nervous system. It is going to encourage a stronger immunity because the body is calm. You're going to get away with pushing away the cortisol and stress. The next thing to do is to fuse gentle movement with that breath. So it's mindful movement. So I just want you to start to wiggle the fingers. I just want you to feel the sensations in the hands. So stretch the fingers away from the palms. Start to make fists and then release them. Then lift up the toes. If your feet are stretched out, just flex the feet so you're feeling the toes and the engagement. Release the hands and feet. And then rub the hands together, not for too much heat, because I think we've got enough heat, but just enough to feel comforting and warming. Then take the hands to the eyes. So if the eyes have been closed, even if they haven't, it feels really nice with the thumbs around the side of the temples. Open the eyes into the hands and let the natural light of the studio or your home room come in. And then if you take the hands behind the back of the head, just allow the elbows to go out and settle. This should feel really nice. You've got your legs out straight, draw the heels in now. So, believe it or not, this is actually a monkey pose. It's not having an asana pose, this is a seated monkey. I didn't make this up, I promise you, I found this out today. And then from here, you can start to draw that right knee in towards the chest. Take that right foot on top of that left knee. And I just want you to just take that right hand then and just ease that right thigh away. That should feel really nice as you press that thigh away. The left hand comes to the left thigh, so the aim is that we're creating space in those hips. Then take the hands to a T position. Just note where props are and drinks. So you can take the arms out, palms facing up and palm facing down, but in alignment with your shoulders so you've got more stability. Draw the shoulder blades down. Then you're going to use this windscreen wiper movement as you pick up the left foot just onto the heel, so you're just lifting the toes up, just move from side to side. Now that should feel really nice in the lower back and the hips. And I want you to just really slow it down and maybe pause on one side. So I'm going to take it to the right side, and that right foot that's anchored on top of that left knee is going to cause a stretch on that left hip flexor. Then if you take it to the other side, it's going to get into the outer hip. So it should feel really nice. It's a great one to do any time of day to release the hips and buttocks. Stay where you are, bring it back up centre. So this right foot, you're going to take the top of the foot and you're just going to slot it in behind that left heel. So you'll drop that right foot down, you'll probably have to wiggle that left foot forward and then draw it back towards the buttock. And then the right top of the foot goes in behind. And just allow it to come down to the ground. Just allow it to slide right down. Yeah, nice. And that should feel really nice in the hip. So this here, this is almost like in a half bridge position. You could even lift the pelvis and get a little stretch because that right foot is planted. And then allow the hip to come back down. So it's a really gentle stretch. It should feel really lovely. Release that left foot and just stretch it up to the sky. So just feel a nice stretch down the back of that left hamstring. Nice. That even feels nice down there like that actually. And then release the left foot down. Let's do that on the other side. So you'll now take the right foot on top of that left knee. Why does that feel like this? No, it's big with bonkers. More bonkers than normal. And then same thing again, you'll take thing. We are not going too deep like we would do with flow. And bring it to centre. Pull both knees in. And just extend the left leg now down the mat. So you can still have bend the knee, just looking to hold that right knee to the chest. So knee to chest pose is brilliant. You may notice in this heat that you do get a sense of bloating. The body will naturally bloat when it gets dehydrated. So doing postures like this is going to help release your tummy. Take the right hand out to the right side, left hand to that right knee, and you just gently tease that right knee across the left. Now feel free to put a bend in the bottom of that bottom leg. Again, it's just finding your edge, what feels good for you. Some people will want a gentle twist, some people will want a deeper twist. If you want to release the shoulder a bit more, be attentive to the right shoulder and draw it down towards the mat. See if there's a piece of string on your shoulder blade. Gently roll that right hip back down, hug the knees in towards you and extend that right leg down the mat. Hug that left knee in and take that left knee across to the right. And the same thing here, maybe paying attention awareness to the left shoulder blade, drawing it down. You might be more inclined to go more for the lower spine, but it might be that you can work on both. Listen to what's required, and that's really important. Start to draw that left hip back down, and we'll hug the knees in, and we're going to look to come up to seated. So you can feel playful if you feel not too warm, you want to roll up to seated, feel free. Or you can roll onto your side and press up, and just take the feet out in front. Nice. Please make sure that you keep aware of feeling warm. Hopefully we should be fine because we're not going any higher than this. We're not doing down dogs or any inversions that are going to cause any of that blood flow to the head. Legs to the wall. So if you take your fingertips behind your bottom, so I'll face this way, keep your feet nice and wide as mat, and just start to go onto the outer edges of the feet. So straight away that should feel quite nice. You're opening up the groin. Then the wider you go, the more space. If you're here, then you're going to feel that more in the hip flexors, where if you take it out wider, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable. And then we're going to do a seated cat-cow from here. So don't worry if you haven't done cat-cow before. Again, you'll go with what feels good. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. So that's the first thing when you open the throat. So this is your version of cow pose. You'll notice as you pull and lift the sternum, the tailbone will lift and the pubic bone will drive down. And all you can do is reverse that. So the pubic bone, you start to pull it towards the belly button. This is brilliant for your core. Hug the belly button towards you if you're trying to hug in a pillow and chin towards your chest. Use the triceps to allow that movement in the upper spine. And then on the inhale, start to draw that pubic bone back down, lift up the throat. This is really opening, it's really grounding as well. Exhale. One more round, inhale. Exhale. Now the breath can really help you in this hot weather, so remember to do intentional breath like this. Lift up, breath in, and then on the exhale, gaze forward, and we're going to come onto our bolsters. So you'll draw the heels in, roll the bolster towards you. Oh, nice. This is as much effort you're going to do. Lift onto your bolster. So I'll turn this leg. So let's start with a nice cross-leg position. So it's important to make sure you feel nice. There's two ways you can sit. You can sit quite loosely, or you can draw the heels in, drop knees, so slight outward rotation. But you have to bring the bolster right under the sit bone. So there's various movements to be able to sit. Bring the hands down. So another tool is being very still. So it's going to be really hard with slow yoga, like it's me talking, but the aim is just to bring yourself to this moment. Roll the shoulders back, shoulders down towards the spine. Just notice how it feels to just be in this space, just with yourself. Drawing the sit bones down towards your bolster. Just having the palms open for energy in to receive. We want to broaden the collarbone by drawing the shoulders down toward the midline of the spine. The chin is only slightly dipped to keep the crown tall. I'm going to just do 3 rounds of breath and bring the movement back in. So just going to bring these stillnesses in to keep us cool. Take a big breath in. So if you can, to try and keep the mouth closed and send it down like this. So you can just breathe through the nose. Breath in and breathe it out. And then we're going to just take it gently. This cooling breath might make you laugh. So if you can curl the tongue inside your mouth, you take breath in and then through the curl of the tongue. And it really forces that breath down the abdominal walls. Try it again, breath in. It's like breathing out through a straw, does that make sense? One more time, breath in and out. And just allow the breath to be regular. Take the gaze upwards, inhale, reach the hands to the sky. So if you bring your hands to prayer position, so we're aiming to stretch down the side body. Take it nice and steady, take a breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to take a gentle bend over to your right side towards the windows. So only go as far as feels good. Inhale, centre, over to the left. Inhale, centre, over to the right. Go with the breath. Inhale, centre, exhale, over to the left. And to centre. And then you'll open out to a twist. This left hand will go over to the right side. You'll rotate that right shoulder away. Place the hand behind the bolster. Look over the right shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Gaze forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the right hand goes over to that left side. Look over the left shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, centre, reach the arms up. On the exhale, take the arms out to a T position. We'll do eagle arms. It's been a bit of our theme for this week. So the right arm is going to go over the top of the left. Then you're going to inwardly rotate. So try if you can to get your bicep and tricep as close. Don't worry how it looks, honestly, it doesn't matter. And then I want you to turn your hands towards each other and work. So hopefully get a little bit of spread across the back of the shoulders. And on the inhale, you'll reach the arms up, take a breath in, feel the abdominal lift, and then on the exhale, pull the lower ribs in and bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up, breathe. Exhale down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, expand the arms out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Nice. Let's do the opposite sides. Left over right. Bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. Inwardly rotate. It'll look different. Some people will be here, some people will be here, some people will be here. It doesn't matter. Breath in, lift up the throat. Stretch through the abdominal wall, and then on the exhale, we pull the lower ribs in, chin towards the chest, feel the back body spread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, expand and open. Nice. And then release it out, expand the chest, lift the throat, turn the thumbs down. I'll give you an option of interlace the fingers, so just see if you can find an interlacing of the fingers with the wrists towards each other. And then just see if the hands will come down towards the back of the bolster, lift the chest up. You feel really lovely with that. Breath in. Now on the exhale, bring the chin towards the chest, stretch the trapeze, the back of the neck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, gaze forward. Release the arms. Ooh, nice. So we're going to do a little mini moon sequence. Seated, and then we're going to come on hands and knees and do more delicious stuff with bolster. So we'll release the feet out. So you come to a supporter squat. So after all that cross-leggedness, let's open up the hips. So make sure you're nice and comfortable on those hip bones. How wide you go is up to you. I like to find a lot of space here, so go with what's nice. And the thing is, you're on a bolster, so you're supported. So we're going to start by taking the arms on the inside. Bring it to our heart mudra. So if you can, lift the sternum, the chest plate. Imagine you're lifting from the throat to the heart. And you're going to turn the fingertips down. So this is wonderful for your wrists. Ooh, yeah. We'll all sleep tonight, that's the hope, isn't it? Fingertips up, You are allowed to go and have a wine spritzer or beer, shandy, to help the process of sleeping. Brings it down. I do have lavender today, so if you want some lavender before the end of Shabbat, I'm happy to come and rub it in your temples. Lift up the hands, and then all the way up, inhale. Exhale, just take a gentle bend. Swallow, so just see if you feel that. And center, inhale. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, take the elbows out, so strong in the chest. Take the fingertips down to your root, back up to the heart. And then normally we would, in this stage, once we've done that, we take star pose, so open out, breath in. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades together, goddess. Star pose. Triangle pose. We extend the right leg. And like we would in triangle pose, we don't really have done triangle pose, it will still work. You'll start to draw down that right hand to the inside, and the opposite hand goes up, so you feel that lovely stretch down the side body. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Here's where it changes. You'll gaze down to the right foot. This top left hand, if you bring it down, you should get a lovely stretch here across the body, especially if you arc across. Imagine you drawing a rainbow, and then inhale, open it out again. Maybe even pull it back a little bit. Exhale, bring it across. So that should feel really nice across the shoulder blade. One more time, inhale. So this is rehabilitating movements as well. Exhale, down. Inhale, open and stay. Exhale, bring the heel back in. Take the right arm up, star pose. Extend out that left leg. Left hand to the left leg, reach that right arm up, hold here. For 3, 2, 1. This right hand is going to tap to the left. Don't worry, not the aim to touch it, just what feels good. Reach up again, breathe, inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach that left hand up. Exhale, reach that left arm up. Bring the heels in. Wiggle the feet towards each other. Bring the hand back to prayer. So now you're in Baddha legs. Nice. Thumbs down, fingertips down. And to heart center. Nice. That's my little restorative version. So we're going to release the hands. Now we're going to come into cat-cow on our hands and knees. So you can, from here, cross the feet, roll it forward. That's a bit of a party trick. But you are capable. It's just a case of rolling it forward. Or feet together, onto the hip, hands and knees. Doesn't matter how you get here. Yeah, nice. Wrists under the shoulders. So I've still got the blanket on my knees. It just feels nice. Wrists under the shoulders. And then from here, with the knees under the hips, by the way, that just comes on automatically out there. I think that's just our spirit guides keeping an eye on us. There we go. Tailbone. We start to lift, have a nice wide knee as well, rather than narrow. Lift the tailbone, and just for a little bit of extra stretch on the clavicle or the collarbone, just radiate those biceps in gently towards each other. Now, tuck the tailbone. Hug the core, imagine you're hooking up the pillar into your core, chin towards the chest, feel the shoulder blades spread. Inhale, lift the tailbone, move the chest forward. Nice. Exhale. And inhale, lifting the tailbone, lifting the heart. Exhale, round. Bring it to a neutral spine. So just look to the side of you. If you get your blocks, so you can have one for your head. You just want one of them. This is going to come under the forehead. So I'm going to have the bottom high. I'll sweep it round this way. This is going to come under the forehead. The arms are going to come either side. Now this is in child's pose. I want you to imagine the bum up in the air. And you'll melt the chest down. You can take the forehead onto block, it feels a little bit lighter than going all the way down. And if you do like it, you can take the forehead all the way down, but it's quite nice to have the forehead on there. Nice, brilliant. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the head. Walk the hands back towards you and put the block to one side. So from here, we're going to come on to our tummy. So we're going to do half frog pose. So the bolster's behind us at the moment. We're going to take those knees back and just start to lower the pelvis down. Nice. Doesn't matter if the bolster's there, you can just gently tuck the feet under it. If you have the fingertips under your shoulders and lift the chest, just take a gentle cobra, just open the chest, breath in. Nice, exhale down. Just take the left arm out in front, extend it. I've gone off camera. I'll do it that way, so we're mirroring. And all you can do is roll. So you'll roll on to your left side. Nice. Now, this right leg, you're going to put a bend in it. So you want it out to the right side in line with your pelvis. Now I want you to imagine a frog's leg. You're going to take the right foot out, just a little flexion of the foot, and start to drive the inner hip flexor down. Can you feel the difference there between, yeah, should feel lovely. So take it out further, your hip. That's it. So imagine a frog leg and drawing the hip down. Yeah, nice. And then you can reach the arms, both of them forward. Take the forehead down, and that should feel really good in your hip flexor. And this is a really lovely way to open up the body while connected and grounding down, whilst being with yourself and the breath. And if the mind does wander, that's okay. The aim here is to have no judgment for ourselves or for our thoughts. Just allow your body to breathe here for 5. 4, notice the rise and fall of the tummy as it connects with the support beneath you. 3, draw the shoulder blades away from the ears, just allow them to separate. 2, 1, inhale, lift the head. Nice. Now, if you walk those fingertips back towards you, just take a gentle lift, not too far, just enough to get a little stretch. And then roll over onto that left side, extend out, roll back that right top leg, roll the hips down, and we'll switch sides. So this time the right arm will be extended, fingertips under the shoulder, roll to the right side, the left leg goes out, so we'll take it out quite wide. Depends how much you want to feel. So don't forget to take that leg out and then roll that hip down. That's it, brilliant. So we're looking for it to be flush. And then we can reach that top arm back out. Yeah, nice. And draw the hips down. Allow the body to settle. Any little niggles, breathe into it as you breathe in. And breathe out. Breath in. And out. This is a great way to get into that hip flexor. So we'll gently lift the head. Walk the hands towards you. Maybe have a little lift. That might feel quite nice. Yeah. Back down. Bring that leg back in. Now that you've had a stretch there. Nice. Fingertips under the shoulders. Lift the heels. Tuck the tailbone just to get that core engaged to lift up. Walk the hands towards you. And we'll take a restorative child's pose. This is where it gets really yummy. Okay, so if you are at home, you might, I don't have a bolster, you'll stack up some long pillows. Otherwise, you can place the bolster in between your thighs. I'm going to give you a couple of options for your child's pose. But you can do this at home with pillows, so don't worry if you haven't got a bolster, you can just stack your pillows up. So you can allow the body to fold forward. You can take the arms forward and take the head to one side. If you find the bottom's quite high and you would prefer to take fold your blanket on top of the heels. So there's lots of versions of this. If you took your head to one side, just be aware of that side now and just breathe into it. Make sure there's no tension in the shoulder, you are fully surrendering. Give yourself permission to release and let go. Bring your attention awareness back to the breath. As you allow the breath to breathe in and out, and again, not particularly changing anything, but just merely looking to follow it. You follow the path of the breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Breath in and breath out. If you've got your head to one side, take it to the other side if you haven't already. Maybe close the eyes. Just focus on that belly and chest as you breathe in and out. Just allow yourself to de-layer. Allow yourself to shed. What are you holding on to? Let that go. This is your full moon in Aquarius. This supermoon is the big, beautiful and destined conjunction. So what that means is there's so many planets right now, all aligned with stars. It's a time to be truly you. Any discomfort might come in, anything that you want to get rid of, it's time to unearth those layers now. The clues to your healing are in those areas. If you can shed those layers of what are giving you discomfort, you can then step into your true self. Let's come to the next pose as you start to walk the hands towards you and bring the body up. So I'm going to give you a couple of options. I just want to check everybody's kneeling. Not everybody feels comfortable in this way. So if that's the case, you would slide the bolster underneath and you would have support. If you're okay with kneeling and you want an extra hip stretch, you'll take your fingertips behind the bottom and gently lift the hips forward, squeeze the shoulder blades. It's not quite as deep as camel, but it should feel quite epic. And back down. Otherwise, you'll go for the hero pose. So as you come back down, we'll all join this. You take the bolster or pillows behind in between the thighs, get the teeth together, and just roll the shoulders back, palms face up. So this is a good one apparently for menopause and hormones. It's meant to be very calming. This is a restorative version of hero pose. So we're going to go to the ultimate, our favourite. So anybody who knows what that is, you can start setting it up. What you're going to need, guys, if you're at home, you'll need smaller pillows and a couple of large pillows. If you're in studio, you have props at home, you would get your blocks and they would go to the back of your mat. So when you turn around, then the bolster will line up with it. Then the bricks can go either side for the arms or smaller pillows. You want to be facing me still, and the base of the spine will go at the base of the pillow. Now I do have a little cheeky tool you can use with the blanket. So some of you, if you've got your legs straight, I'm going to give you the option to roll the blanket and have it under the heels like this, elevated. You might bring it there later. Otherwise, you'll be making this to go around the top of the feet. So if you like working with the hips, this is your next option. I suspect you'll like this one. You'll bring your feet towards each other. And don't worry, I will move from the screen and come into studio and help you out if it doesn't quite work out. So you want it in a long top of the feet, under the heels. And once you secure that under the back of the heels, take the knees out. Should just hold it there. Don't worry, it should feel quite nice, lovely around the ankles. Lower back in the base of the bolster. If you wanted to, you could support the hips by taking the bricks under the thighs. That will support them. Using props is essential in your practice. When it gets too much with the legs, you'll just straighten them out and you can lift the feet above the blanket. Otherwise, you can take them under the forearms and let the head go back. So I'm going to come in and adjust you in the studio. So at home, make sure you're nice and comfortable. I'm going to be here. I'm going to come round with my square and square everybody. I'm not going to do it to them. Yeah, nice. Feeling good. Feeling good. Yes. A little bit there. Start from behind. So, we are all comfortable in the studio. And while we're here, I'm going to just allow you to just be in stillness and just talk to you about the full moon. So like I said, even if it's not your thing, it's an interesting thing to not think that we can't be influenced by the universe in some shape, way or form. When you think about the impact of the moon on the animal world and the water itself, the sea and the waves. So just start to allow yourself to surrender to relaxation. It's very hard for us as humans just to be still. So here's what you do. If it gets too much, remember to straighten the legs out. Then you can take your feet on top of the blanket. If it gets too warm with around the feet, just get rid of it. It's about giving your body freedom. It's about letting who you truly are. Almost like saying, let your free flag fly. Let that side of you that you keep hidden released. Love yourself so much that when you do cringeworthy stuff, you don't care because you're embracing and embodying who you are. This full moon Aquarius is about being selfless. The more you fill the cup, the more you can help and serve. The more you can bring that essence to everybody else. And it's like sneezing, isn't it, or yawning. It will have an impact on the rest of the people around you and how you interact with each other. Be playful, get involved with your creative energy. It's time to step into your unique self. It might be the smallest thing like planting a new plant. It can feel wildly uncomfortable at this time too. Thankfully, we are able to shift our patterns, prioritise what's important, what's more valuable and soulful to you, what's going to benefit you in the long term. So it's time to let go of that what doesn't serve you and invite in an energy that is your true one soul self. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. So I just want you to straighten the legs out now. So if you have them together, just allow them to extend, maybe point the feet, flex the feet in without rotation. Just allow it now to just release. So pop around with a little bit of lavender just for your journey of guided meditation at the end. Just going to smooth your third eye, your eyebrow centre, your clarity of vision and calm. Just allow yourself these next few moments before we go into a little bit more movement, and then it will be our guided meditation that state of conscious relaxation and slowing it down, allowing your nervous system and immune system to revitalise. Most importantly, your mental health, allowing your mental health, that health is not just about the body but our souls and minds too. So start to walk the feet towards you. That's enough counselling for today. Take the hands to the side, but remember your sense of humour. Keep it light and playful. Hands either side of the body. Just gently peel up the body off the spine after feeling amazing. That's it. All the way up. Beautiful. So we're going to go with one of our favourites. The bolster, it'll be behind you. We're just going to pull it round to the front. So you just have the lavender across the brow centre. We're now going to connect with that. Relax it further. These can go out the way. You might use them at the end, you might not. So this bolster or pillow is going to come to the forehead, so it's going to go on a pitch. There's a couple of positions with your legs. You can take them out wide and have the forehead on it. You can have the feet towards each other in Baddha Konasana. That's quite nice. So just look at hand management. Ooh, what are we letting go of? That's enough heat. Bring the cool in again. And the forehead. So if I show you from the side, if you've got it on a pitch, on an angle, that's going to hold, because even with the legs out, it will hold. It's just finding that spot. And that should feel wonderful. It should feel, but the aim is that you are now reversing what you've just done to the spine, you're compressing it. Got a few notes people in the studio, people at home, so I'm just having to keep an eye on. It's usually on the back row, but it's the front row today. So, here we go. All you're doing is mainly the spine. You can do a forward fold with the bolster over the legs and the head down and the forehead on it, but that could be a bit deep for some people, which is why I give that other option. So you do have different ones. So just allow yourself now these last few moments before we go back down onto the mat for legs at the wall, which I think we'll all agree will feel amazing. So gently lift the head. Now this last move we're going to do before going into relaxation is called legs at the wall. The hardest thing is getting your bottom on the bolster. We're not going to do that one. There is a version that we use in flow where we just kind of roll onto it, but we won't do that tonight because a few people could miss the bolster. So instead we'll use bridge pose to get over it. So this is quite warm for a blanket, but if you do get anxiety, you can take it across the tummy, or you can use it under the head, just as a nice soft pillow. Roll it for under the neck. The bolster is going to go under the legs for the moment. These again, you can have them at the end, or you might be just get rid of all that stuff and you just create a space that is yours. Now just know this is going to go under the bottom. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the body down and make sure the head's comfortable. I'm going to make sure I bring the bolster right up to the glutes, lift the bottom and bring the bolster under it. So you are going to have to drive through the heels and use the glutes, not the back, to lift and have that bolster under the sacroiliac joints. Those SI joints. Now take your feet up to the air. Now everybody, this is the best one. Let me tell you, this is the one. And it's here that with our feet up there, so if you do struggle tonight, people, you can do this against your bedstead. You can do this against the wall. So again, I'm just going to, you can take your legs up on the side of the bed and check everybody in the studio is. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it reduce here. So when you're at home, you can actually do this against the wall and you'll feel support. And the feet with the heart is a great version without actually doing down dog. So from here, we're going to allow those heels to come all the way down to the mat. All the way down. Extend the legs down the mat. Just have a little shift in the lower back, make sure it feels happy. Take the arms up and over. Just check for. Oh, I did this last time, not the water over. I just want you to check that feels okay. Just check that feels okay. Extend it out. If it's too much on the legs, you can walk the heels towards the bottom, just have the arms up. This will support the sacroiliac joints. This is often where we get a lot of tension. Just have a few more moments and we're going to go straight into relaxation from here. The aim is just to fully drain those hips, to lengthen the abdominals, to open the chest. So just start to walk the heels towards you, gently, gently in. Take the hands to the side of the bolster. Hold the pillow, you should bring the knees towards the chest. Just bring that nurture in, lift the knees up. Take your hands, look, all you'll do is you'll roll it away from the bottom and it'll go under the back of the knees. Bring the feet towards each other, maybe take yourself into a relaxed position. So again, I'm just going to check and I'm going to do it. So what you do is you can bring the soles of your feet together. Yeah, see how that feels nice. There, nice, yeah. So the aim is to make sure you are comfortable, because we are going to go on a journey now internally. So come back to that body scan. Come back to noticing the soles of the feet. Noticing the back of the legs as they are supported beneath you and grounded. Making sure that you are relaxing the shoulders and hands. Making sure that you are soft in the face. Making sure that you are ready to relax. And what we're going to do is just bring your attention awareness to the breath. So again, it's not about deep breathing, it's about noticing it and following it. We'll do the deep breaths at the end to release. Right now, I just want you to notice the breathing in and the breathing out. Relaxing, settling the body down, softening the body. Take a breath in, breathe it out. Breath in, and breathe it out. Allow the breath to settle. I want you to picture yourself now outdoors. You are in a beautiful destination. Maybe it's abroad, maybe it's in a place of the country that you would love to visit. You're standing by Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly bring your awareness back to the body as you wiggle the toes and fingers. Maybe take the arms up and over, open the heart and shoulders more as you stretch. Maybe extend the legs and lift the hips. Maybe start to bring these in towards your chest. Give yourself some nourishment, hook yourself in. Have a little rock from side to side. Gently bring a bit of movement in as the knees go in and out. Moving from side to side. And then when you're ready, you'll roll onto the side that feels most comfortable. Just find the side that's there, rest there. And then start to rub the hands together to create some heat. Place the hands over the eyes. Feel that darkness in and slowly let light through the fingertips as you make your way to seated. You can be on the bolster, you can have the bolster just out in front. You can sit cross-legged, it doesn't matter. Sit nice and tall. Back to those started, shoulders back. Feel the palms of the hands open. Bring the hand back to heart centre. Take the fingertips down to the root. Inhale back to the heart, up to the sky. As it is above, exhale, bow down as it is below. Shanti Om. I shall say goodbye to people at home, and remember, if you do want over the holidays to tap into this, let me know. Thank you for joining us at home. It's always a pleasure for you to be here. So much love to you.